Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is the largest single-theme land in Disney Parks history.
Yeah, it officially opens tomorrow, but this morning we are the only local TV station giving you a sneak peek. Fox 12's Joe V has spent the past few days checking it out. Joins us live from Disneyland. Joe, first of all, how blown away were you that all of those stars, I know you're a super fan. What was that like for you?
Right. Well, let me tell you, Shauna, I got about 30 minutes of sleep last night because I'm still coming down from that. I was in the crowd for that. We had no idea that George Lucas, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, they were going to be there in person last night for the dedication. So, yes, the fanboy in me was just doing space somersaults all evening long there at the launch of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You need that kind of star power because this is one of the biggest undertakings Disneyland has ever had. It's more than 14 acres, the largest themed land in the park's history. Essentially, there's two rides. One is already open. We're going to show that to you in just a second. Right now, I'm in front of an iconic X-Wing fighter. Of course, this is the kind of ship that Luke Skywalker flew when he blew up the Death Star in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. But there is another ship, a very iconic piece of Star Wars history. It's a Corellian. They call it the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. And right now, we're going to show you what happens at Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run when a grown man's wildest Star Wars dreams come true. Oh my goodness, I'm coming to you from inside the Millennium Falcon. I need a minute. Imagine you're Scott Malwitz. Scott, I've waited 40 years for this moment to sit at a holochess board with you. Tell me how you brought the Millennium Falcon to life for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Like you say, it's been over 40 years of people wanting to be in this space, wanting to get in the Falcon, and wanting to get behind the controls, wanting to live their own Star Wars adventure. So we're super excited to be able to do it today.
Tell me about this area here. This is something the guests get to see, right?
Oh yeah, this is before everyone knows, who knows Star Wars, that's down that hall and to the left is where the cabin is, right? And down that hall and to the right is the ladder where the guns are, right? Where Han and Luke were like giving thumbs up to each other. You are in the ship. You are experiencing the ship. This is the circular hall that's in the middle of the hall. And here we are in the famous engineering center. We've got the med bay over here where all of our heroes have been patched up over the years. You're here.
My heart is pounding. My heart is pounding. So what happens when we actually get behind the controls of the Falcon?
Well, you're going to need a great crew. You're going to need a pilot and a co-pilot, right? And you're going to need some engineers and you need some gunners.
Everyone's got a job.
Oh, no, because you got to keep this. This is not a very stable ship. I mean, this thing it's dicey, and so the engineers are going to try to keep you afloat if you sustain some damage, and your gunners are going to watch your tail. Matter of fact,
what's that?
I said the ship's not entirely stable.
Yeah.
I think we got a problem with the electrical system over there.
Okay, gosh darn it. R2! R2! Get on it!
I think that ride will work. I think that'll work. Yeah, let's see if that does it. Yeah.
Save the day. You know what?
Back up and running. I think we're good.
I think I'm ready to fly.
I think you are.
Right, pilot. Push the flashing button to take off.
Right there.
Right and left. I was just about to say that.
Oh my.
On the right. Pull the
wow.
stick to fly up.
Oh wow.
To fly out.
Oh my.
Only
Oh jeez. Oh, my bad.
Down. Right?
It's my first day. Down.
No, it's okay. Either way. Up. There you go. Up. There you go.
Oh wow.
Good job.
Hit the booster.
Booster. Here we go.
Booster?
I got it.
Now let's go get that coax out. Right, pilot.
Ready?
Make the jump to light speed.
Ready?
Light speed. Here we go. Hold on tight. Woo-hoo!
Whoa, here we go.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Keep shooting.
Shoot.
Shoot faster.
Keep shooting. Yes, keep shooting.
Good job.
Hit the boosters.
We did not die.
Oh,
Let's get out of here.
Light speed.
let's go. Did it look like I was having maybe just a little bit of fun on Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run? As I mentioned, it's one of two rides that'll be part of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That is open now for the grand opening. There's another ride called Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. That opens later this year, guys. I'm told that is one of the biggest rides that Disney has ever done in the history of their parks. But it's not just about the ride. Again, this is 14 acres of Star Wars that you get to experience. There's a cantina, just like in the movies, where you can have a cocktail or a kid-friendly drink as well. There's different food vendors. There's a whole Star Wars marketplace. We're going to show that to you coming up a little bit later in the show, guys. All sorts of cool creatures and a lot more to come from Galaxy's Edge in just a bit. Back to you in the studio.
Joe, I had goosebumps for you.
Oh my God.